So good morning. As always, today is your flow. We flow together. I'm reading a book called Intraconnected, and it's very sciencey on how we're all one. We're all connected as one human, and talks about, you know, who are we? Do we call ourselves by our name? It gets very um, deep into it. And so what it's, bringing up for me is that we truly are all connected, and we say as one yoga, we are all one. And it's true. And so today and every day right now, I'm really working on what does that connection feel like. He mentions that we have three brains, one in our belly, one in our heart, and one in our brain. So what does that feel like to connect all of those centers of awareness for us today? And know that we have all of these things happening in our core, and then in our heart, and then in our brain. Our whole body is one, and we are all one. So I'll just drop that in. I'm exploring it. So thank you for letting me say that. And then join your hands and heart center. And joining, together. Is there something here that is connecting your thoughts? And if you're all one joining together at heart center, what is your intention for today? Or what is it that you would like to explore on your mat today? If you'd like to chant or om, you go ahead. Maybe you have your opening prayers. And then when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and make your way to a child's pose. Child's pose, or if you're ready for down dog, you go right ahead into a downward facing dog. Arms can be out long, or maybe today you want them curled in right by your side. Letting your forehead rest on the ground, on the earth. Letting your exhales be as long as your inhales. And if you practice Ujjayi breathing, you can start to heat up your body from the inside. You can walk your hands over to the right and your hips to the left, stretching the side of your body. And then over to the other side, stretching your spine, lengthening from the base of your sacrum all the way to the top of your head. Find that, curl on the other side. That's it. Good. And then come back through center and make your way into cat-cow. Okay, so come up onto all fours if that's okay for your knees, and start to open up your spine. So forward and back. Use the breath, let the breath guide you. And see if you can bring that into your neck, not stressing or crunching, but just lengthening your chin as you look up. And being really nice and gentle, with your belly. If you want to stay in any one of these spots, if you found that spot, you stay and breathe. And then come to a neutral spine. So hands pressing into the mat. Roll your shoulders a couple times. Maybe there's some movement here between your shoulder blades, and you can draw them together and then push them apart. Aha, good. And then take your right leg behind you and stretch your calf out. Roll your ankle, opening up your joint. And your left leg, switch sides. Yeah. Maybe you bend and straighten and then roll around your ankle as your left leg is straight. And then come to sit on your heels. Take your wrists, you can interlace your hands and just stretch them out any way you can. Your wrists, your forearms. You can press your knuckles out front. Drop your head and then wrist circle. So just rolling and rotating your wrists. Let's drop our hands, roll your shoulders, and then let's roll this right arm up and back. Doesn't have to go far. Just follow, your fingertips are making a circle. No stress back there. That's it. And then take it the other way. You can do this with a bent arm as well if you have any, shoulder or arm things going on. Less is more. That's what the messages are right now. Less is more. Sometimes with our body and keeping it healthy, the more small movements we do, the healthier we can be in our bodies for a long time. So let's do that with our left arm, fingertips. Sometimes heavier is not better. More is not, longevity. So what are these small movements that keep our bodies healthy and strong? And let's go the other way. Ooh. That's great. Okay. One more breath, both hands in your lap. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Now let's open up our feet and the backs of our legs. So tuck your toes, come forward. You want to see if you can get all 5 toes onto the mat. And then sit on back. So this might not be possible. That's okay. Maybe you sit forward for a moment. And then if you can, you sit all the way back and let's stretch open. Right fingertips down in the middle of your spine. And you can take your left hand up and stretch. Good. That's it. Now, if you want to reach around, you go ahead by all means. Inhale here. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And slowly release. And the other side. Left arm reaches up. Right arm comes to meet it. 2 deep breaths here, opening up your left side. Good. You might start to feel your toes here. I promise you, your toes will not fall off. Okay, they're just opening up. And slowly come forward, downward facing dog, but do whatever you need to get there. Okay, if you need to roll your feet, your ankles, and then walking out your dog or moving around until you settle, and then find your downward facing dog that you can take multiple breaths in. That's it. Maybe bend both knees and straighten, opening up your hamstrings. The shaking your head yes and no is a really nice cue to remember to release your neck, lengthen your neck, and release your jaw. So let go of any tension. Let's all take a deep inhale here. Exhale, come forward into a high plank, and you can draw your knees down to the ground. Now hug your elbows into the sides of your body and lower to your belly. Reach your arms out in front of you, lengthen, reach your arms out, and then bring your hands back to your sides. Push through child's pose to a down dog. So we'll do that a couple times where we flow forward. You reach your arms out and you bring them back in. And then you flow through a down dog, opening up our spine. And then you can add in a cobra pose before you press back to a down dog. So you flow through high plank. You can come to your knees, to your belly. Reach your arms forward, hover them off the ground. Bring your hands in, cobra if you'd like. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Good. Now lift your right leg up into the sky. No rules here. Make it feel nice. You can open your hip or keep it square. Bring your right leg through in between your hands. Lower your left knee down. Hands come up to your thigh. You can open your chest. You can keep your hands on blocks, you choose. Sink forward. One breath. Lower your left hand down, slight twist over to the right. You can reach that arm up or keep it on your thigh. Twist. See if you can sink deeper, release your hips. One more inhale. Exhale, switch sides. You can take a vinyasa, high to low plank, or knees on the earth, or skip it. Left leg reaches up. Take a moment here. Heel can come to your seat. You can open those hips. And then step through, low lunge. Hands come up to your thigh, open your chest. Yeah, when you're ready, twisting, right hand down, left arm on your thigh and twist. One more breath. Step back, vinyasa of your choice. Maybe you're ready for an up dog. Shake your hips. Exhale, down dog. Stay in down dog a couple breaths and do all those checks again. How's your neck? Shoulder blades. Your hips. Yeah. And then walk your right foot behind your right hand. We're going into a squat. And then your left foot behind your left hand. Okay, you can bring your hands onto your knees or your elbows onto your knees, some sort of deep squat, or keep your hands on the ground. Hips go back, breathe here. Now you can start to gaze forward. Take one more breath and then straighten your legs, hang your head. Let's do that again. So sit your hips back. Okay, your spine is straight. If you want, your elbows can come to your knees. Bring your belly in, ribs in. So feel the strength in your legs. That's it. Maybe you bring one arm up and then the other. Good. One more breath. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Roll all the way up your spine. You can bring your hands onto your thighs to do so. Good. Walk your feet together, top of your mat. Spread your toes, strong legs, heart open. Inhale, look up, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop or step back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Right leg steps through. This time, let's open up to warrior two. This can be a pretty high warrior two, just opening up your hips, reaching your arms out. Now feel everything connected from your center and then reaching out as an extension of your heart, your core, your body. Okay, now extended side angle, elbow down, reach from your left fingertips all the way down to the outer edge of your left foot. Stretch. Gentle in your neck, no tension. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, come all the way up to standing. We're here for triangle. So both legs are strong, lengthen your body, tilt your hips back. Stay nice and wide in your chest and your back. Now look down to come up. Turn both toes facing the side of your mat. And then lean in. So bend your right leg and lean into that right leg. Okay, so your arms can stay open and we're going over to the left. Your toes might want to turn to the diagonal if that feels better on your knees. Some way that, you know, your knees are safe and comfortable. And go back and forth. Now, let's go a little deeper on the right. So both hands can come to the earth or some blocks. That's it. Now you can stay here or turn your right toes out, left toes up, and sink all the way down so your glute comes down to your right heel. Right. And then come back up. Walk your hands over to the other side. Same thing, sink into that left hip and you can flip your right toes up and sink all the way down. And come back up. Good. Both toes facing the side of the mat, hands on the earth or blocks. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold, walk your hands down, head down. Hands can come to the outer edges of your feet or your calves to help yourself pull your body forward, lengthening your spine, hips up. This is a nice space for a headstand because your head is close to the earth. That's it. Play with wider legs, or if your head is on the ground, sometimes you can bring your legs in. So you choose. I need some of those tiger print pants. Yeah, keep lengthening your spine. And then come all the way back up. Hands to your hips. Regain your balance. Step to the top of your mat. Good. Okay, from your mat, Let's go up high onto our tippy toes before the other side. So bring your arms up. Your palms are going to face forward. Okay, inhale here, lengthen. And then come high onto your tippy toes. Look at one point on the ground. Now can you lengthen your spine? Lift your calves, squeeze your legs, reach your fingers. And then lower your heels slowly. And how you do that is by feeling like you're lifting up with your hamstrings. Good. Now hands come in front of you, reach your fingers forward, engage your triceps, come high onto your tippy toes one more time. And bend your knees, squeeze your legs together, sink into a chair pose. Focus on one point forward. You can go as low as you want. Breathe, engage your triceps, your body. Let everything become alive. Sink a little lower if you'd like. And come up to lower down. Ooh, and exhale, lower your heels. Good. Feel your heels now sink into the earth. Shift your body weight a little bit back so it's centered. Relax your shoulders. Okay, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior two, left side. Yeah. And then when you're ready, extended side angle. Left arm can come to the thigh, yeah, or the ground. Reach your right arm, extend. Yeah. Ease in your neck, lengthen your neck, lengthen your spine. And then when you're ready, we go into triangle pose, come to standing, both legs straight. Reach your arms, tip your hips, left arm down, right arm can go up or to the hip to open that right shoulder. Triangle pose. Let everything become spacious, right? Extending your spine. Press your feet into the earth. Lift your kneecaps, one more breath. And this time, look down at the ground, bend into your left leg, bring both hands onto the inside of your left leg and walk your left leg out. So we're in this high, low lunge, but right leg is lifted, okay? So this lizard lunge. Now you can come onto your elbows if you would like, or stay high in this pose. If you want to start opening up your left knee, you can come onto the outer edge of your left foot, opening up your knee. And then drop your right leg down, reach behind for the top of your right foot and get this deeper thigh stretch here if your knee is all right. So you can come onto your right elbow, left hand is behind you, and then you can add that twist onto it if you would like. And slowly release that leg, coming back up into that lunge. Lift your right leg. Walk over to the other side. So same thing, but with the right. So walk your right foot to the outer edge of your mat. Left foot comes back, both hands on the inside of your right leg. Lizard lunge on the right. Your elbows can come down. So in this lizard lunge, if your elbows are down, you're trying to get your body lower than your knee. Lower your left leg down, reach behind with your right hand for the top of your left foot. You can be up on your left hand. Add the twist if you'd like. Take one more breath here. Slowly release. Good. Come back up, lift your left leg, come through center. Walk your feet in. We're facing the side of the mat and turn your toes out, heels in. Okay, sitting into now another deep squat. Bring your hands onto your knees. Open your knees up, sink low. That's it. Right shoulder can come down if you'd like these twists, and then the other side. And then sink low. So heels come in, toes go out, sink your knees back behind you, hips low. Push your feet into the ground, come a little higher if you would like. Okay, reach your arms up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, right arm underneath your left, stretching behind your shoulder blades. Yeah, now sink low. You can keep moving. Okay, so if you need to come out and then go in, you do that. And then switching side, left arm will reach under. Maybe you sink low again and then go high. Opening up. And exhale, release. One more breath. Hands in this goal post, elbows open. And exhale, step forward, top of your mat. Whew. Take a moment. Yeah, do what you need. Okay, let's do one balance pose. So for your balance, you can do tree pose or single leg stretch, right? Peace fingers around your big toe, in between your big toe and your second toe, and you extend your leg out. You can also grab your shin or tree pose, so you choose. Go ahead. Yeah, grow your trees. Extend that leg out. Go to the fullest extent of your poses today for you. And then take one more breath when you're at your fullest. And then come back through center, honoring yourself, your commitment and your, dedication to that side. And then let yourself soak in it. Take a breath in and exhale. And then set yourself up for the other side. Both sides can feel very different. But just noticing what's there for you and being really sensitive to it. And then you go right away, right? Where is your fullest expression? Even if it feels wobbly. And maybe full today is centered at your heart, right? So just know you get to choose. And slowly come on out. Yeah, good. And make your way to your belly. You can go there through a yogi squat. You can take a vinyasa. Any way you want. You meet on your belly. Good. Okay, so from our bellies, let's take a Shalambhasana. So interlace your hands behind your back. Head is down, open your chest, knuckles to your heels, and then lift up. Feel the lightness in your chest as you reach your knuckles behind you. Peel your belly off the mat, lift your feet up. Now, if you want to bend your knees and go right into our second pose, you can, or take a breath in between and then go up, grabbing your ankles, lift your heels, lift your throat. And then release. And if you didn't do a second set yet, go on up. You can bend your legs, grab your ankles, reach your legs up. Feel everything coming up off the ground, chin goes up. And then exhale, place one cheek on the ground. And you can also come into a child's pose right away if you want your more length in your low back, hands by your sides. Now, for those headstanders who practice headstand, this would be a good moment for you to come into your headstand, or if you want to do an inversion of some sort, a handstand, a elbow stand, you can. Okay, so this is your moment here. And if you're in child's pose, slowly come on up. Let's do one Ustrasana, right? So tuck your toes under. Let's get our hips going forward and chest up, throat open. Just some way to counterbalance this pose. Open your throat. You can reach behind for your heels or the blocks. Press in between your shoulder blades. Open your heart. One more breath. And then slowly come to seated. Hands in your lap, take a cleansing inhale. And exhale. Moving on to the side of your seat, come sit onto your glutes. And if you are in a headstand, you come down, you can join us here. So tuck your right foot in and left foot goes over top on the outside of your right leg. Now you can shift around your hips, lift your right arm up, and you can either bring your elbow to the outer edge of your right leg or hug your knee and twist over to the left. Now this pose gets deeper the more you inhale and lengthen and exhale and twist. Be mindful not to twist your neck. I like to say keep your chin in line with your heart, and that's how far your head will twist. And you do you, you've been practicing, you have a good practice, so do what works for you. But if you have neck issues, keep your chin in line with your heart. And let your spine twist. And then your head will follow your heart. And slowly come back through center. Take your left foot behind you now, just drag it behind you. And you can do this kind of double pigeon where your right leg is bent, left leg just goes as far as it can. And then you come forward, or you're welcome to straighten your leg and pigeon pose on the right side. So you choose. If you're ujjayi breathing, this is a good point to drop it and just deep breathing now, right? Cooling our bodies off, but lengthening so that we release any tension to go deeper into these poses. And then you slowly switch sides. So coming up, both legs can come forward if you want to set this up this way. And then your left tucks in and your right comes over. Then you lengthen, left arm reaches up and exhale, twist. Keep lengthening, one more breath. Twisting, opening your chest and your heart. And then exhale, come back through center. Yeah, and then your leg will go behind you, your right leg. It can be in that double pigeon or straight leg behind you, left side. Yeah, so maybe a breath with the body upright, and then you can walk yourself forward. Take some breaths there, sinking your hips into the mat. And then slowly roll all the way up and make your way into Shavasana. If there's anything you need to do between this pose and Shavasana, maybe a layer, turning down your lights, happy baby, or a twist on your back, maybe your knees come into your heart. And if you have time, you do shoulder stand and all of the goody things that you want to, so you close out your practice how you would like. Yeah, get nice and warm. And Shavasana, lay your legs and your arms out and just completely surrender to the mat here. Now, if you want to stay longer, please do. And you can stay in Shavasana and close out your practice here. And if you're ready to come up, you roll to one side slowly. Sit up in an easy pose. And you can come to heart center and closing with gratitude and all of the compassion you have for yourself first. And then maybe extending out your gratitude and compassion to the world or others that really need it right now. Thank you so much. Happy Monday. Hope you all have a beautiful week ahead. Today's our last January class, so Wednesday will be on the February link. Thank you.